Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is section 7.5 of Mrs. Quinn's geometry class. And today we're going to talk about two triangle congruence theorems. The first one is the HL congruence theorem. It's the hypotenuse leg congruence theorem. If you have two right triangles and the hypotenuse and the leg of one are congruent to the hypotenuse and the leg of the other, then the two triangles are congruent. Let's take a peek at an example of this. If I know my hypotenuse here is 10 of my two right triangles, and let's say I know this side length over here is 5, notice that at this point I couldn't use any of my other congruence theorems. I have hypotenuse, leg, angle, so I would have side-side angle, and I don't have a theorem for that. And so this allows me, if it's a right triangle only, to say that these two triangles are congruent due to the hypotenuse leg. All right, let's look at the side-side angle congruence theorem. And this one is probably the most convoluted of any of our congruence theorems. Here we say if two sides and the angle opposite the longer of the two sides in one triangle are congruent, respectively, to the two sides and the corresponding angle in the other triangle, then the two triangles are congruent. For example, if I could say these two side lengths are congruent and these two side lengths are congruent, notice that of these two sides, this one is obviously the longer of the two. And I know the angle opposite the longer side. So I make this a big S because it's the longer side has to be across from the angle. And notice if you look at your triangle, you have big side, little side, angle. Big side, little side, angle. And so that's the order it goes in your congruence theorem. All right, for tomorrow, what is your favorite snack food? Bring that on a sheet of paper and I will see you then.